with me, Anna.
I'm Mark.
And today we are watching Game of Thrones, Season 6, Episode 2, Home.
Yes, and actually it's not today. It is late at night.
Very late at night. More like early in the morning.
Yeah.
Very early in the morning.
It's 1:45 in the morning. This is a late night. Michigan just won tonight, so they're going to national championship game. It's officially Easter. So happy Easter, everybody.
It's also April Fool's.
April Fool's Day.
Shoot, I still need pranks.
Need to figure out what to do tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow?
Well, yeah.
Today.
Kind of tomorrow, but today.
Today.
Like I said, we're not normally up this late, but
I know.
we figured
Maybe
why
I should
not?
dye an uncooked egg. That'd be a great surprise for Cora.
Just make sure you don't get it.
I'm not gonna eat the double eggs.
So we watched that last episode. About 8 hours ago or so. What do you recall from episode 1?
Well,
Ding.
they started off where they left off,
Yeah.
which was Jon.
Yep. Basically the aftermath of that.
That was Fountain first. And then they kind of bordered themselves inside
Into a room.
and Ghost was there. Thank God, because I was worried about Ghost because, they killed
What happened when we had a rob?
Raymond. I mean, I love the wolves. And then they go and kill him. And, well, two of them were killed. One of them ran away. Well, was one forced away?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, two of them were episode 2.
Yep. Alright. So we had that.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll leave that for now. We had Theon and Sansa on the run.
Yep. They had to swim or walk. They had to go through a river. And it's winter.
Looked kind of cold.
It made me feel very cold.
Reminds me of jumping in the lake here in a couple weeks.
Yeah. As it's snowing in April.
Yes, it's been snowing all day.
Northern Michigan.
Then Brienne and Pod showed up.
Yep.
Saved the day.
And then Sansa and Brienne did the oath thing.
Yep. So
And
Brienne
they're
is
heading,
now.
I'm pretty sure they're heading up to the wall.
Did they say?
Well, Theon mentioned.
Theon said something to Sansa about going to the wall
Mhm.
because Jon would be there.
And then I replied,
But
well, he's dead.
So that's no good.
But I mean, from this picture, I assume Bran is at the wall due to the background. And that's pretty much as home as he can get.
Right.
Because certainly ain't King's Landing. It certainly ain't Winterfell anymore.
All right. Well, next scene.
Why does it look like he's standing?
I don't know. You look confused.
I'm very confused. It looks like he's standing.
All right. Well, Jamie comes back with
Explain.
Marcella.
Right. Yeah, I could just see Cersei's soul just rip into a bajillion pieces. Pretty much how I felt when Rob, Kat, Lissa, when all my favorite characters
all the
died.
terrible scenes that have happened throughout this series.
Pretty much.
Show has a way of doing that to you.
Sadly.
We had a scene with Marjorie
Mhm.
where she was talking to High Sparrow.
Yeah, she wanted to see Loras.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of understandable.
But he wouldn't let her.
No.
She hasn't atoned for all of her sins. Then we go to Dorne following that.
And
We had some names get crossed off the list. Who'd we lose?
well, in
Half the
backing King's Landing, they killed Chastain, and then they
No, that
killed-
wasn't back in King's Landing.
That was on the boat.
Because Chastain didn't come back with Marcella, I don't think.
No, but he was on the boat, and the boat was still in the harbor.
Okay. I was always thinking I was still back in Dorne and they were about to leave because the Sand Snakes were with him. Because two of the Sand Snakes were with him. I thought he was about to head to King's Landing on a different boat.
No,
I
he
may
was
be
still in the
wrong.
harbor. Because that was...
Because I know Jaime came back into King's Landing with Marcella on the little boat.
Yeah.
So two of the Sand Snakes were in King's Landing also?
Apparently so.
I don't think so.
But it showed the harbor, and it was the same...
Well, yeah,
place.
they did show the harbor after.
Yeah, it was the same harbor when Jamie and when they were coming back. It was
Right.
exactly the same camera angle too.
Oh. I'll have to rewatch that. I always thought Chastain stayed back because, well, I didn't know why, because the Sand Snakes were there.
Sure, that caught
So-
me off guard. But
So why wouldn't Chastain have come in on the small boat with Jamie? If they were just boating them there and turning around heading back to Dorne.
he probably changed his mind when Marcella died.
Good point. I don't know. Yeah, throw it in the comment section. And I'll have to rewatch
Yeah.
that episode, I guess. Or at least that scene. I always thought that he was still back in Dorne and they were getting ready because I know they were on a boat. I thought they were taking separate boats.
They were taking
And
the
Jamie
same
and
boat.
Marcella were ahead of... Because Chastain wasn't on the pier when they were loading up to leave Dorne, were they?
No, Chastain was leaving with them so he could be on the small council.
Right.
And then Marcella died on the boat trip there, so they were all there. And then they got to the harbor, and then
But all three Sand Snakes were on the pier
that's
when
what I was
Arya
confused
was
about.
wiping her lips off.
That's what I was confused about.
See, that's why I thought it was another boat.
There
Like
was only one
Chastain
boat.
left later on a different boat. I mean, Dorne, they had bunches of boats
I know, but there's only one boat.
in the harbor. Yeah, because that was just
Yeah, but
Jamie
then
and
why would
Marcella
they
and
take two
Bronn.
boats?
I don't know. Maybe Chastain wasn't ready to leave yet. I don't know. Like I said, I might have to rewatch it again. Or
Okay.
maybe somebody out there knows exactly what and can explain it to us.
Yeah, well, this is season 6, so there's no books for season 6.
Nope,
I
no,
was
can't
about
read
to
the
say
book.
book readers.
Yep, can't read the
Like,
book on
nope,
this one.
There's no book for this.
Okay, well, where we're at. So Dorne, yeah, we had some deaths. So Duran, Arya, and then Chastain died.
Yeah.
Then we went over to Essos. Tyrion and Varys talking
Yep.
about
And there was the red priest guy.
talking Lord of Light guy, yes.
Yeah.
Talking about Dany.
Mhm.
The Lord of Light give Dany, but then she's gone now.
Yeah.
And then the ships in the harbor were all on fire.
Yep.
So that will make it hard for Dany to get to Westeros without those ships. But she's in a little trouble right now anyway.
Yeah.
Next scene was Dario and
So-
Jorah looking for her.
Mhm.
Found the ring, so they're on the right track.
So yeah. But and then they went to and then the other scene with Dany and the Khazar.
They
And
went,
yeah.
they went to the camp and she met Khal Morrow.
Yep. And then she said all the titles and
Dothraki.
Dothraki, and they were astonished.
They were surprised because they didn't think she understood what they were talking about.
Mhm. And then they didn't necessarily care about all of her other titles until she said she was, the widow of Khal Drogo.
Yep.
Of Aquaman.
Of Aquaman. Yep. And so, instead of doing all them bad things to her,
Yep.
they can't touch her because she is a Khal's widow.
Yep.
But their tradition says all widows of Khals have to go to Vice Dothraki to spend the rest of their life.
Yep.
That's where they all go. So that's not a good thing for Dany because she was asking for an escort back to Marine.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're not going to. Okay.
Because traditions. Where's Merida when you need her?
We got Arya on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Arya only had the one scene.
Yeah.
I don't know if you enjoyed that scene too much.
No.
No. She got beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Beat up by the wave. How you feeling about the wave nowadays?
I understand the wave is trying to necessarily kind of try to train her, but she's kind of going about it all wrong.
She comes across pretty harsh, don't she?
Very harsh.
Yes, she does.
Kind of like Snape towards Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Yes, you can say that. Because I've seen the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So, alright, so we get through that scene and then we go back up to the wall. And it's Alistair knocking on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And giving demands.
Mm-hmm.
Telling Davos he can take the Red Woman south.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody will live.
By all of the crossbows, not
Not-
necessarily trusting him.
Exactly.
Oh.
And then we finish up with the Melisandre, the Red Woman
The Red Woman.
scene. Which, did you expect anything like that out of her?
No.
Or did that catch you off guard?
That got me very off guard. But it was kind of strange because I was talking about Mother Gothel from Tangled, like the first scene, because it's almost exactly where Eugene got stabbed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that part made you edit too.
Sadly, no Rapunzel with healing hair. Well, healing tear.
Healing tear.
Mhm.
I haven't seen this. I don't know what you're talking about, but.
I doubt he's watched. I doubt you've watched.
But when
any
I was
movies.
editing that, I did include that because I always like to include your references to
Disney.
yes.
Even though you have no idea what I'm talking about.
But and I didn't either. So.
Just never seen any of the Disney, princess movies. Well.
I've seen some of them. Just not all of them.
Well, you probably seen parts of Sleeping Beauty.
Yes, I've seen that all the way through. I've seen The Little Mermaid. How many times Cora watched The Little Mermaid when she was a kid?
Do you realize how many times I watched Sleeping Beauty as a little
Yes,
kid?
I do.
She was
yes,
my
yes,
favorite Disney princess.
Oh, I know. Princess Aurora.
Yeah.
Many times we watched that movie.
Mhm.
So
yeah.
I haven't watched.
We've seen.
I haven't watched the newer ones.
No.
But the old ones, yes, I have.
Probably haven't even. Yeah, and the one thing I don't know how I didn't realize it, but Aurora in her own movie only got 16 minutes of screen time. And it was an hour-long movie.
Amazing.
Yep. Though she was my favorite Disney princess. Now it's Merida, because Merida is awesome. So yeah.
So yeah. Well, all right. Where do we think the storyline is going to go? Any ideas?
Brian goes home and the Night's Watch stands behind Thorne.
No. Well, all right. Nothing like reading it right off the screen, what you're predicting.
It's not necessarily predicting.
You seen Brandon overseas, and how do you know he's going home?
Bran goes home.
Alright, well, you ready to get this one going?
But seriously, it's kind of weird. It looks like he's standing.
Well, like I always say, maybe we'll find out in the next episode. Alright, ready to hit play?
Yeah.
You ready for episode 2?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you just want to go to bed? It's late.
Hit play.
Hit play.
Now.
It's late. Okay. Can't be getting in trouble.
No.
Uh-oh. What's going on here? Ain't seen one of these in a while.
No. 'Cause we haven't seen Bran in a season, in an episode.
Give him another go, Ned.
That's my father. My Uncle Ben.
Keep your shield up or I'll ring your head like a bell.
They were all so happy.
So are you.
Granddad. Older one.
What's going on? Diana!
My Aunt Leanne. I've seen her statue in the crypt. My father never talks about her.
Willis, come here. If he's got dragon's blood, you've got training. Sounds like a fair match to me. And you always looks his chin when he's about to charge.
And lowers it when he's going to Dalton lady. Hold your talks.
His name's Willis.
fight into the little lords, Willis.
Actually,
Come along now.
Oh.
No place for
Oh,
you.
did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I wasn't drowning. I was home.
Whatever happens, he isn't going to stay here forever. And out there, he needs you.
It's time, said Davos. Open the door and the men inside can rejoin their brothers in peace. Nobody needs to die tonight.
Tell that to all the crossbows.
I've never been much of a fighter.
I wouldn't want to make Ghost mad.
No, maybe the last thing you ever do. What was that? Oh, they heard. And are now outraged.
Fight, you cowards!
Remember to never make a giant angry.
Yeah, no kid.
Very smart move.
You fucking traitor.
The only traitors here are the ones who shove their knives into their Lord Commander's heart.
Thousands of years, the Night's Watchers held Castle Black against the wildlings. Until you.
Throw them into the cells where they belong.
I'll have my men get the wood for a fire. Bodies to burn.
Jamie Lannister's half an inch shy of an inch. She sees it and I swear to the gods, she licks her lips. Well, you all know me, you know I wouldn't lie about this.
Maybe wouldn't last long.
Have we caught Prince Tristane's killers? expect it was Mother.
Your mother wouldn't do that.
Yes, she would.
Are you angry with her?
Of course not.
Then why didn't you let her come? She has every right to be here.
He told me she wouldn't be
See?
allowed.
Told you. King's Landing.
What's up?
If she had tried
We're
not
still
Wasn't
King's
your mother
Landing.
so ever again? Not while I'm here. Everything she endured, she did it for you.
Don't you think I know that?
Not. Why not?
When the Faith Militant seized her and Marjorie, what did I do? When they paraded her through the streets like a whore, what did I do?
We all fail sometimes.
The king is supposed to be the protector of the realm. If I can't even protect my own wife or my own mother, what good am I?
Go and see your mother and ask her to forgive you.
The king must wait as well.
Go and see your mother, Tommen.
We close our eyes on this world and open them on the next.
You must long for the next life.
In truth, I fear that too.
You imprisoned and humiliated my sister.
Your sister sought the gods' mercy and atoned for her sin.
What about my sins? I broke a sacred oath and stabbed my king in the back. I killed my own cousin. When the gods judged my brother guilty, I helped him escape that justice. What atonement do I deserve?
You would spill blood in this holy place.
But the gods won't mind. There's still more blood than the rest of us combined.
Go on then. I deserve it. We all do. We are weak, vain creatures. We live only by the mother's mercy.
How is your faith in humanity?
They should be closer if you mean for them to save you.
I don't. They'd never reached me before you struck.
I fought against worse odds.
No doubt many of us would fall. But who are we? We have no names, no family. Every one of us is poor and powerless. And yet together, we can overthrow an empire.
You raised me to be strong. But I wasn't. But I want to be. Help me.
Help you to be more like Joffrey.
If I lost my cock, I'd drink all the time. Meaning no offense.
He's in a room.
You make dwarf jokes, I make unique jokes.
I do not make dwarf jokes.
You think them? That's what I do. I drink, and I know things.
Ow.
The dragons Aegon used, they must be unchained or they'll waste away. Dragons are intelligent. More intelligent than men, according to some maesters. They have affection for their friends and fury for their enemies. I am their friend.
He's nervous.
Very Circadian.
Both? You can just see the worry on their faces. But the only thing to fear is fear itself.
In dragons.
That depends on which side the dragon thinks you're on. Because I mean, if you're on the good side of the dragon, I highly doubt they'll harm. For an unknown
But
stranger.
they've been locked up since season 4.
It's 2 seasons. See their eyes. Oh yes, fire things. They're huge.
friends,
Thank you.
with your mother.
Isn't that one of the things that
Here's the
kidnappers
help.
say to kids?
Yep.
Don't eat the help.
Well, friends of parents, but
Don't eat the help. I like that line.
John and Uncle asked what gift I wanted for my name day. I begged him for one of you. It wouldn't even have to be a big dragon, I told him. It could be little, like me. Everyone laughed like it was the funniest thing they'd ever heard. Then my father told me the last dragon had died a century ago. I cried myself to sleep that night.
and this is exactly why we have dragon plushies.
But here you are.
She's like me next.
Get this thing off me.
If there's only 3 dragons
Mm-hmm.
in the world,
Yep.
and they're all boys, assuming, yeah, that ain't gonna last long.
No, probably not.
Though, from the history and lore, they do, age.
They can live like 180 years. Was
Yeah,
that what they
I
said in
think
the history and lore?
150 or something.
Okay, so a long time, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're having a discussion
But
about their relative age, and we're talking they're kind of like teenagers still.
Mhm. But yeah.
Because yeah, they still got plenty of growing to do, and all right.
Yeah. Continue.
Next time I have an idea like that, punch me in the face.
I love that line.
Yep.
What's your name?
No one.
I don't believe that.
Oh.
You don't believe that.
Who are you?
No one.
If a girl says her name, a man will let her sleep under a roof tonight.
A girl has no name.
If the girl says her name, a man will feed her tonight.
A girl has no name.
If a girl says her name, a man will give her eyes back.
A girl has no name.
Come. Leave it.